Sean Stark of Stark Approach. I wanted to get on here and talk about, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, the reasons for things, etc. Over the past, 30 some years, I've been doing martial arts, and that has brought a lot of value to my life. Been involved in a lot of different disciplines, but I've spent about 25 years or so focused on Silat and focused on Kali Arnis, etc. I've done some Chinese arts. I've done some other Filipino variants of Chinese arts, some Kung Tao. And recently spent a year or so doing kickboxing because I wanted to branch out and try my hand at it. I've done a lot of different things. I've been writing for about 20 years. I find that to be what I really enjoy. I want to always give back. My purpose, I have been teaching martial arts and coaching people and mentoring people, for the better part of 25 years, I'd say. A lot of what I do has always been to pass it on, to give to others. I find benefit in giving to others. I find value in giving to others. And have gone through a lot of changes. I've taken on coaching. I've taken on probably since 2005 or 6, I've been really pushing fitness and health. And so I've been involved in getting certifications in fitness and sports nutrition, general nutrition, working on a diploma in sports nutrition now, and I've gotten wellness and health diplomas, as well as coaching diplomas. And so I've really taken some new paths about coaching, where I'm really devoting a lot of my time to the overall being of a person rather than isolating. And so a Stark Approach to me is about bringing all of that together, including the martial arts, including strength and fitness training, including women's safety and children's safety. A lot of that stemming from anti-trafficking and through the studies of that, getting certified in a bunch of different courses out there for anti-trafficking, working alongside people. And that brought me into this idea that, if you really want to have a benefit in trafficking, you really have to deal with intimate partner violence. And when you really, truly try to get down to the root cause most of the time is some sort of socioeconomic or family issues. And a lot of what occurs happens through the family itself. So unless you're dealing with also, family and how all of that works together, then generally speaking, you are, not going to have much benefit. So much of what I've run into in that journey, it has been focused on self-defense or whatever. And honestly, most of that is just crap. It doesn't matter, really, honestly. You can teach a child how to, throw a good elbow or whatever. But the truth is, most of the time, these kids have been groomed and or coerced, manipulated into believing that they're making the choice to do it, and so there's not this fighting thing, yeah, sure, kids are snatched and grabbed or whatever, but that's such a small minority. The vast majority of that happens via the family unit, and that that's where coaching comes in, and that's where taking a more holistic approach to things really makes sense to me. So I'm coming on here, and my goal is not to claim that I have the answer for trafficking or for intimate partner violence or for self-defense or anything. But I do honestly believe that when you put it all together, the reality is we have to help fathers be better fathers, and help mothers be better mothers. So, part of it to me is fixing that dynamic. And I think there needs to be a reemergence. And as a man, I'm not going to have as much of a female audience, despite what I know, because I'm a man. Obviously, men are one of the biggest offenders of taking advantage of trafficking, at least. My focus would be to bring all of this together. I love to write and I love to help others, and the personal safety stuff that I do for women focuses around boundaries, the creation, enforcement, and even how to reinstate them. There's so much though that goes into this. I've been separated out into like Firebrand Alliance, Guerrilla Sea Lot, traditional martial arts stuff, and so on. And then the coaching and my writing is under, Bypass the Bullshit. And I want to bring it all together because really, truly, that's what I believe is the most critical, is bringing all of the things together in an honest and open atmosphere and helping people find what they need out of that, including, fitness and health. There's no point to me if you are a self-defense instructor or something. There's no point to me in pretending that you are concerned about your life if you are 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight. The concept doesn't make sense. You're literally killing yourself. So if you're removing 10 or 20 years off of your life because of the way you eat, because of your lack of self-control, because of your lack of discipline, I find that to be incongruent. It doesn't make sense to me. So, some of my focus with what I teach is going to be strictly for fitness and health and so on. And so, to me, a Stark approach is really about changing paradigms so that we think a bit more holistically about all of the things around us and all of the things that influence us and all of the ways we can influence others. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's what's happening. So writing and everything, rather than having all these separate sorts of aspects, I'm bringing it all together. So everything will be reflected in one place. So that will change the channels, that changes, websites, all that stuff. Hopefully streamlining, hopefully reducing, bringing people alongside who want to be part of that. You don't have to give up what you're doing. You can just add add aspects that you like and put it into play. And, because it's really about the betterment of your life, the betterment of your family, the betterment of your relationships, the betterment of your career, that sort of thing. And if I'm doing that, then, if I just improve their life, the quality of life, I literally, my goal, my fitness goal, my living goal is to move like a fucking panther until I die. Now, a lot of people don't think like that. I want to have balance. I want to have grace. I want to have strength. I want to have surety of footing. I'm 53 years old and I don't want to wait until I'm 65 to start. So, I started 15, 16 years ago. I don't know, whatever it is. I was 245 pounds. Now I'm down to about 189, 188, somewhere in there. And I'm stronger than, I've been for a long time, and I'm healthier. I still have my aches and pains. My knee joints hurt and all that. But a lot of what I'm doing now for my fitness and exercise is to decrease the amount of impact that has on my life. And frankly, it has. I've been able to, through fitness and health, I've been able to decrease the amount of pain. I've recognized that when I actually, do the work, my knees and everything hurt less, substantially, not like a little. Like, I'm using supplements, I'm doing things that, benefit beyond just fitness. But to me, all of it comes together, right? Like, I have a family that deals with mental illness. It's been historically a part of our family on both the male and female sides. And heart disease and all those things. And so, and most recently, cancer. So how do we keep moving? How do we stay healthy for as long as possible? All of that to me is the essential shit of life. And so a lot of what you're going to see on my channels is the essential stuff. That doesn't mean there's not more stuff. I don't give a shit. I don't care about everything that can be done. What I care about is the essential stuff. If we can find the essential stuff, and we can do that together, and build a community that cares about the essential stuff, yeah, add on to it. Cool. Do you? You have to take away and build from something. And to me, the essential stuff is the foundation. And if you hit the essential stuff well enough, you hit 80% of what you'll ever need. So kind of that's my target. That's always been my target. I don't care about, possibility. I care about probability more than anything. And I'm really a big advocate for reduction as much as possible. Reduce to the essentials, and then work the shit out of the essentials, whether that's fighting, whether that's, relationships, whether that's careers, get rid of all the superfluous crap and focus on the essential stuff that brings you that 80%, and let the other 20%, be spontaneous, figure out where it fits as you need to. I'm also a huge advocate for, the idea that reduction really is as much as anything about simplification. Simplifying things allows you to be adaptable and responsive. I'm really a huge advocate for taking the smallest step every day that you can take. And so I've droned on. It's really long. I wasn't really sure where I was going to go and what I was going to say on this, but that's kind of where everything's at, and that's what I'm doing. I hope you'll find benefit.